Join Kids Hut family.
Hey Tofu, wasn't that your friend Joe? Yes, it was. Why didn't you invite him in? He wanted to have a quick word. He was getting late. Is everything okay? I think so. Jim, he and I are working on a school project together. Our grades depend on it. But Jim and he are convinced that other students are also working on the same topic. They want to work on a new topic. If your grades depend on it, you should listen to what they are saying. But dear, I think they are just panicking. I don't think our grades will get affected much by a common topic.
Is there a chance of it happening though?
Yes, there is.
Okay, let me tell you the tale of the three fish, and then you can decide upon what to do. The Tale of Three Fish. Once upon a time, there was a serene lake full of different kinds of fish. One day, a few fishermen stopped by the lake. Brothers, look at this lake. It is so big and clean. It has so many different kinds of fish too. Yes, I agree. Look at those big fish there. And because the lake is so clean, I am sure the fish are healthy too.
We never fish in this lake, but I think we should begin now.
Yes, it is late today to throw the net. Let us come back early tomorrow morning and fish here. When the fishermen were discussing their plan, there were three fish that were swimming close to the surface of the lake. They overheard the entire conversation. They collected all the other fish in the lake and told them what they had heard.
The fishermen are going to come tomorrow and throw their nets to catch us all. I am going to leave this lake with my family tonight itself.
Yes, I am also not going to stay here. I will also leave the lake with my family. We will find a new, safer home.
Look at you two, talking like cowards. Our forefathers came here to this lake and made it a home. Many generations before us have lived here. How can you even think of abandoning our home like this? Listen to us, brother. Those fishermen will come tomorrow and kill everyone. Our scriptures say that when it is time for our death, there is nothing we can do about it. We cannot escape it. So let us stay in our home and face our death bravely.
Soon the fish were divided into two groups. Some of them agreed to leave, and some decided to continue living in the lake. The ones who had decided to stay laughed at the ones who were leaving, but those who had decided to leave paid no heed to their mockery and started leaving the lake through a small outlet.
Let them go, brothers. Soon they will regret leaving their home.
But it was not so. When morning came, the fisherman came back as planned. They cast their net onto the lake. They caught every single fish that had stayed back. None was spared, and the fishermen went back home happy to have found a lake full of so many fish. The only thing that the dying fish felt was regret for not having left the lake.
The fish had a warning of danger, yet some of them decided to stay back. That's what got them into trouble.
Yes. Don't you think you too have a warning of danger ahead?
Oh, you are right, Tia. I am going to tell Jim and Joe that we should change the topic for our project. Thanks, Tia.
Bye, Melly. I will call you later. Hey, Tofu. How was your day?
Oh, it was such a fun day, Tia. You know, that new boy who has joined my class, Kate?
Yes. The one whom all the teachers liked so much?
Well, not anymore. They don't.
What do you mean, Tofu?
Some of us got together and got her into real trouble with the teachers. The teachers think it was all her fault.
Tofu? That's horrible. How could you?
Relax, Tia. No one will ever know.
I am very disappointed with you, Tofu. But you know what? Evil can never win.
What are you talking about, Tia?
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, there lived a king with his wife. Sadly, they had no children. This made the queen very sad. On a winter day, when it was snowing heavily, the queen sat in her garden and prayed with all her heart to have a daughter as beautiful as the winter, fair as snow, and with lips as red as the last red rose that bloomed in the garden. Her prayers were answered a year later when she gave birth to a daughter, just as she wanted. But the childbirth was so difficult for the queen that she died during it, leaving behind the king and their daughter, Snow White. As time passed, the princess started asking for her mother.
Father, where is mother? Why don't I have a mother?
Soon you will have one, my princess.
The word spread in the kingdom that the king had decided to remarry. Families who had daughters of marriageable age started trying to impress the king, but no maiden could win his heart. Till one day, an enchanting woman showed up alone at the palace. The king fell in love with her immediately, and they were married soon.
My queen, this whole palace is yours. It is your own home. Go where you like. Ask for whatever you want.
Thank you, kind king. But all I need is a room to store my mirror that I have brought with me.
Yes, I noticed that all you have brought is that large, round mirror. I am happy as long as you are happy, dear.
Oh, you know what will make me truly happy?
What is it?
Your death. The queen was actually an evil witch who had pretended to be nice so that the king would marry her. Her true motive was to have a kingdom of her own. She had only one other desire: to be the fairest woman in the world. Every day, she would stand in front of her mirror, which had magical powers, and ask it the same question.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? It is you, O Queen.
This went on for many years. The queen ruled the kingdom without any real love for its people. The people suffered under her reign, but no one dared say anything because they knew that the queen was a witch. The princess Snow White also had a similar fate. The queen did not even bother to look at her even once and left her alone and lonely. Till it was Snow White's 16th birthday.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Snow White.
No! How dare you say that?
I do not lie, queen.
She must die! She must die! God, come in!
One of her most trusted guards came in.
Take Snow White and kill her now!
But my queen, she is just a child.
Do as you are told.
Yes, my queen.
Afraid of the queen's anger, the guard took Snow White deep into the jungle to kill her. But as he raised his sword to kill her, he looked into her blue eyes and lost his courage to strike. He just left her there and ran. Lost, Snow White wandered deeper into the jungle. There, she came across a tiny cottage. She decided to enter it. Look at this tiny home. I wonder who lives here. She saw 7 tiny beds. A dining table with 7 small chairs, and a kitchen which had 7 plates and tumblers. There is 7 of everything here. I think 7 people live here. But why is everything so small and tiny? Snow White was just looking around when 7 dwarfs entered the house. It was their home.
Who are you?
Oh, hello. I didn't hear you come in. My name is Snow White. I am the princess.
The princess? we saw a royal guard kill a roe deer and pull its heart out. Yes, and he was mumbling to himself that he will tell the queen that he had killed the princess and brought her heart for the queen.
Yes, the Queen's guard brought me here. I think he wanted to kill me, but ran away, leaving me alone.
Don't worry, princess. You can stay here with us. That way, you will be safe.
Oh, thank you so much.
Snow White started staying with the Dwarf brothers. In the day, they would go out into the jungle to hunt and earn money, while Snow White would stay home and cook for them and take care of their house. They all lived happily together.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Snow White. You are lying to me because I didn't visit you since you said this the last time. I cannot lie when you ask me something. But Snow White is dead. Snow White is alive. Your God lied to you. That God will die, and so will Snow White.
Using her magic, the queen disguised herself as an old woman. She even made the mirror tell her where Snow White lived now. As she entered into the jungle, she saw Snow White filling a jar with water from a stream.
I am very thirsty. Please give me some water.
Yes, yes. Here, please. Have as much as you want.
Thank you, dear girl. Please take this apple as a thank you from me.
The apple looked so beautiful and tempting that Snow White just couldn't say no to it. She took it from the old woman, but she didn't know that the queen had poisoned the apple. As soon as she took one bite of the apple, the poison affected her. She fell down, stopped breathing, and had no heartbeat. The queen became very happy and rejoiced as she made her way back to the castle. But she was too distracted by her joy and fell into quicksand. With no one to help, she sank and died. Meanwhile, the dwarfs came home and saw Snow White lying there dead. They were heartbroken.
Who did that to her? I think the queen found out about her. Look at that black half-eaten apple. I don't want to let go of her. Let us keep her in a glass box.
And so the dwarfs kept her in the glass box in the garden near their home. Every day they would keep a red rose on her box. One day, a young prince came into the forest. There he saw the 7 dwarfs sitting by Snow White. He got down from his horse and went to see. His eyes fell on Snow White, who was in the box. Who is she? What has happened to her? When the dwarfs had finished telling him everything, the prince was sad too.
I am in love with her. I wish I had a chance to meet her once. Now all I want to do is kiss her.
And so the prince lifted the lid of the glass box and kissed Snow White. As soon as he kissed her, Snow White opened her eyes. The curse of the poisoned apple had been broken.
My princess, you are alive. Your love woke me up, dear prince.
Encouraged by the prince's support, Snow White decided to go back to her kingdom and face the queen. When she reached there, she found out that the queen was dead and the kingdom was joyous to have the princess back. Snow White took over the throne with the prince by her side and even invited the dwarfs to come in the castle and stay with them. With her return, the kingdom was joyous once again.
Tia, can you please take me to Kate's house? I have to apologize to her right away. I think I have been evil to her.
Good decision, Tofu. Yes, I will take you there. Come on, let's go.
Thanks, Tia. And I promise, tomorrow I will tell the teachers the truth too. Tia, may I please come in?
Hi, Tofu. Yeah, sure. Come in.
Are you okay, Tia? I heard you had a fight with your best friend really today.
Oh, thank you, Tofu, but I'm fine.
Really? Are you going to talk to her again? Aren't you mad at her?
Of course I will talk to her, Tofu. Really is my best friend.
Even now? After the fight? How can that be?
Let me tell you a story to help you understand. Once upon a time, there were two best friends, John and James. They had known each other all their lives. When it came time to look for a job, they decided to travel together as well. Their travels took them across a harsh desert. James, we have limited food and water, and we still have a lot of the desert left to cross. We should conserve our supplies. But I want water. You can have water, but just a little bit. We have to save it for the rest of the desert crossing. I don't care. I am sure we will find an oasis ahead somewhere. We can't be sure about it. We must save our food and water. Before they knew it, the two friends were wrestling each other for the water bottle. In the heat of the moment, John slapped James. Stunned by that, both friends stopped fighting and decided to keep walking on. Before moving on, James bent down and wrote on the sand. My best friend slapped me today. After a while, they came upon an oasis and were very happy. They refilled their bottles and took a bath in the water. However, James became careless and started to drown. John grabbed him and pulled him out of the water to safety. Thank you, my friend. I owe you my life. Don't worry about it. Let us rest for some time and then we will resume our journey. The two friends slept for some time. When they woke up and were ready to leave, James wrote something on a big stone. What are you writing, James? When you slapped me, I wrote in the sand that you slapped me. The winds would have blown that away by now. But when you saved my life, I wrote it on the stone so that nothing can erase it. Both friends became overwhelmed and hugged each other. James chose to remember the good things about their friendship and forget the bad ones. Correct. Hence, Riley and I won't stop being friends even after a fight as bad as today's. That is what you do in friendship, Tofu. And in relationships too. Yes, in relationships too. Let's go.
It was Miss Pine's last day at school today. Yes, I'm going to miss her too. She was very nice. Yes, and she gave all of us from class little souvenirs to remember her by.
Really? Wow! What did you get?
That's the thing. She gave everyone toys or fancy stationery. All she gave me was this empty diary.
So, what's wrong with it?
What will I do with a diary? All the kids were showing me their lovely gifts and I felt so bad.
I think you need to know about the miller's son who got a cat from the miller. Once upon a time, there lived a miller who had 3 sons. When the miller was dying, he left his mill to his eldest son, his donkey to his second son, and for the youngest son, he left his pet cat. The 2 elder brothers could use the mill and the donkey for trade and earning money. But the cat had no use for them. So they kicked the youngest brother and his cat out of their home. One day, when the 3rd son was sitting with his cat, the cat said to him,
Master, don't worry. Everything will be fine.
"How will that be?"
Can you get me a pair of shoes and a bag?
"I have very little money left, but I have never seen a talking cat before, so I trust you." And so the master bought the cat, the boots, and the bag. The cat happily took it.
and went into the nearby forest. There, he found a rabbit hole. He put the bag to the mouth of the hole. As soon as the rabbit came out, he got caught in the bag. The cat quickly tied its mouth and took it to the master. "Master, I have brought you a rabbit for dinner. Let me cook it for you." The cat quickly cooked delicious dinner for his master. Once they were done, he went back to the rabbit hole. There, he caught one more rabbit. He took this rabbit to the king's palace. "Your Majesty, my Lord Marquis of Caraba has sent you a gift." "Thank you, Puss, and thank the Marquis for me." The cat continued to do this for many days. One day, it heard about a nasty ogre that everyone was scared of. The cat went to meet him. "Hello."
What are you doing here?
"Oh, I just came to see why everyone is scared of you." "I don't see any reason."
Don't you know who I am? I can kill you right now.
"I don't think so. You don't really have the power."
I have the power to take any shape I want. I can become a lion and strike you.
Ha ha! I am not scared of lions. I am only scared of rabbits.
Well, here it goes then.
As soon as the ogre turned himself into a rabbit, the cat pounced on him and killed him. The next day, he requested his master, "Master, please go and bathe in the lake outside the forest. I request you." The master agreed. As he was taking a bath, the cat stole the master's clothes and hid them. Then he ran to the highway and waited for any carriage to pass. As soon as he saw the king's carriage pass, he called out, "Help! Your Majesty, my master is in the lake, but someone stole his clothes. I don't want him to catch a cold. Please help." The king recognized the cat who had been bringing his master's gifts to him every day and stopped immediately. He sent his man to retrieve some clothes from the castle and took them to the master. They gave the clothes to the third son, who looked very handsome in them.
Ride with my daughter and me, Marquis of Caraba. We will take you to your place of stay. Thank you, my lord.
The cat sat in front with the driver, while his master sat with the king and his daughter in the back. He showed the driver the way to the ogre's castle and told him to take them there. Once they had reached,
The cat got down and opened the door of the carriage.
We are home, Master.
Yes, dear Puss. Thank you. The king was impressed by the third son's humility and manners. He decided to get his daughter married to him. The young couple happily agreed, and they lived happily ever after.
So the cat that everybody thought was of no use was extremely useful and changed everything for the third son.
Exactly, Tofu.
I am going to keep this diary close to me always and use it to write great stories.
I am happy for you.
Join Kids Hut family.
Yay! We won! But why does Ron keep passing the ball to others? He's the best player on the team. He could make more goals if he just takes the ball all the way by himself.
No, Tofu. To win, you always need a team. Every player is equally important on the team. Come, I will tell you a story about the importance of teamwork. Once upon a time, a girl called Dorothy lived in Kansas City. She was playing with her best friend, a dog named Toto, when a scary cyclone came their way. Dorothy called out to Toto,
Toto, hurry! We have to get to the basement.
but before they could reach the basement, the cyclone lifted their house up and blew it away. After some time, it fell somewhere with a thud. When Dorothy stepped out of the house, she saw the house had landed on someone.
Oh no! Toto, help me! Who is she? The house has landed on her. I'm so sorry.
Just then, Dorothy and Toto heard people behind them rejoicing. They were the Munchkins.
Thank you, thank you. You have just saved us from the evil witch of the East. You have saved us all.
Just then, another witch appeared. She was the Good Witch.
Hello, Dorothy. You have done a great deed by saving all the Munchkins. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. Could you please tell me how to go back to Kansas City? That's where I used to live.
I can't do that, but I think the Wizard of Oz can help you with that. Just follow the yellow brick road. It will lead you straight to him. But before you go, take these red slippers that the evil witch of the East had. You might need them.
Dorothy thanked the Good Witch, took the slippers, and made her way on the yellow brick road with Toto. She had only walked a bit when she came across a scarecrow.
Hello, I am the Scarecrow. I have everything I want except a brain. My head is only filled with hay.
Hello, Scarecrow. I am going to the Wizard of Oz. Why don't you come with me? He might be able to help you.
And so Dorothy was joined by the Scarecrow. They had walked a few miles when they met the Tin Woodcutter.
I want a heart. When my maker made me, he gave me everything but forgot to give me a heart. I wish he hadn't forgotten that. We are going to the Wizard of Oz. We are going to ask him for a way for Dorothy to get back to her home and for brains for me. Why don't you come with us?
And so the Tin Woodcutter also joined them. They had walked for some time when they heard Toto barking. They turned around to see that a lion had attacked Toto.
Get away from my dog, you nasty lion!
The lion whimpered and ran away to a corner.
Oh no! You aren't a brave lion at all, are you?
No, I have no courage. I wish I had some. We are going to the Wizard of Oz. We will ask him for a brain for the Scarecrow, a way for Dorothy to get back home, and a heart for me. Come with us. We will ask him for courage for you.
The lion agreed, and they all continued on the yellow brick road. They kept following the road and reached the Emerald City. They knocked on its big gates. A guard appeared.
The wizard doesn't meet anyone, but he has agreed to meet all of you.
And so all the friends went to meet the wizard. They told him how and why they had come to meet him.
Thank you, Dorothy, for freeing the lands from the evil witch of the East. But I will grant all your wishes when you free us from the evil witch of the West too.
The friends agreed to the wizard's terms and left to find the evil witch of the West. But the evil witch of the West had heard about what had happened to the evil witch of the East. She also knew about Dorothy and her friends' plan to kill her. She planned an attack on them. She sent a pack of her scariest wolves to stop them. The Tin Woodcutter stepped forward.
This is a job for me. Everyone, stay back.
The woodcutter hacked at the wolves with his axe till they all ran away. The wolves had just left when the skies became dark, and many crows started coming down to peck at them all. This time, the scarecrow stepped forward and scared all the crows away. Next, the evil witch sent flying monkeys. Before anyone could do anything, the monkeys grabbed them all and took them to the evil witch's castle.
So, you've come to kill me, huh? How will you do that? The woodcutter is lying in a pile over the stones. I have emptied the scarecrow and strapped the cowardly lion to pull my carts.
Oh, you are so evil! What a horrible person you are!
Saying so, Dorothy grabbed the bucket of water that was lying there and threw the water at the witch.
Oh no! You threw water over me? I am going to shrink and melt! Help me! I'm melting! Oh my God! I'm melting! Help me!
And so the evil witch of the west melted away. As that happened, all her slaves became free. They repaired the woodcutter, filled the scarecrow with hay, and released the lion. Dorothy and her friends went back to the Emerald City. The Wizard of Oz welcomed them and granted the wishes of the Scarecrow, the Woodcutter, and the Lion.
What about my wish? How will I get back home?
You don't need me for that. You had the power all along. Just click your heels together thrice and tell the slippers where you want to go. They will take you there.
Though Dorothy was excited to go home, she was sad to leave her friends. She said a tearful goodbye to them. Then she picked up Toto in her arms and clicked her heels together 3 times and told her slippers to take her home. So you see, Tofu, if all the friends hadn't worked together, they would have not been able to defeat the evil witch of the West.
Yes, Tia. I now understand the importance of a team. For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hut family. Subscribe here.